Well, good day, everybody. Craig back at you. Out today in the yard on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. And if you're watching this video, there's only one reason you're watching it. You're watching it because your butt is sore. Your butt is sore. You've been on your motorcycle and you're trying to find the best possible means of altering your seat and getting a better ride, more comfortable ride while you go on those long distance trips. So I want to talk today about the Russell Daylong seat. That's what I have. I want to sort of give you an in-depth review, kind of give you my impressions, whether I think it was a good investment or was a bad investment, and whether it's for you, whether the seat modification is for you. So without further ado, let's take an in-depth look at the Russell Daylong seat. So for those of you that are not aware, what is Russell Daylong? Russell Daylong is a company that takes your stock seat and they modify it to make it more comfortable. So let me start out by saying, does it work? Absolutely, yes, it does work. This seat is very comfortable. I don't have any more tailbone pain, any back pain, anything like that since I've added this seat to my 2018 Honda Goldwing. As you can see, what Russell Daylong does is they take the seat and they sort of round in the butt area here, they round it out. It really, if it reminds you of a tractor seat, a riding lawnmower seat, even maybe some of your car seats, there's a reason when you're on a riding lawnmower or those type of tractor seats, you can be in that seat for a while without getting sore. It's because the seat is kind of contoured to your bottom, and that's what Russell Daylong does by adding some extra padding. Also, what they did on this 2018 Honda Goldwing, I had them do the same modification to the pillion seat, to the back seat here for the passenger. So as you'll see, it's kind of rounded out for them. So they are experiencing the same type of comfort that I'm experiencing, so they can ride a little bit longer without the pain. I elected to go with the Russell Daylong backrest. So this is the stock seat modified with the Russell Daylong backrest added to it. And let me kind of show you how the backrest goes on and off. It's very easy. So in order to take this backrest off, all I have to do is pull this down and slide this out. You'll see this piece right here just slides into this piece. And so that's all you have to do. The nice thing about this, even on the 2018 Honda Goldwing, this will fit into your small trunk if you really want to utilize it that way. It'll fit into the small trunk in case you want to put it away somewhere stored. How you adjust the seat, if I want to move the seat back or forward, this little knob here will allow me to push the seat. As I push the seat, I'm hoping you see that, it separates, causing the seat to go forward. And then when I turn it this way, counterclockwise, it causes the back seat to go back. So let me kind of try to give you a better look at that. So again, back here, if you're looking at it, this knob right here, by turning that causes the seat to go forward. By going counterclockwise, that causes the seat to go back, so it gives you some room. This knob right here adjusts it up or down. So if I want to move the seat up, I just loosen that, pull the seat up, and then tighten it back down. I'm not going to do it because I got it right where I want it. And then that just slides in. So Russell Daylong backrest slides out, if you can see like that, slides back in, and then you're good to go. I tend to ride with the backrest all the time. I just like having it there. But for those of you that don't like the backrest, don't like the look of the backrest, only want to ride with it when you're going long distances, very easy to take off and very easy to put back on. What I've elected to do with this seat here is I went with the vinyl option. I called them When you look at their website, they have both leather options, they have inlay options for different colors. I asked them what would be the most durable, and they said, you know, we recommend that you go with the vinyl option. It's easy to clean. It's less maintenance than if you went with the leather option, so that's what I chose to do with this bike, is go with the vinyl option. One of the differences you'll see between this and the stock seat, this has stitching. So all the points where it has stitching are areas for water to get in. So you have to keep that in mind. Once you go with this modification, your seat is no longer waterproof or watertight or water sealed. So what you're going to want to do, which I recommend, is get a seat cover for your bike. So let me show you that. So this is the Russell Daylong seat cover with the built-in backrest option. So when I'm putting this seat cover, rain cover, I keep saying seat cover, it really is a rain cover. When I put this rain cover on, again, because we're talking that this seat has seams, so you have to cover it. Put this in here. You guys kind of get the gist. There we go. All right. Side down here. Okay, do that for now. Let's do this back here. So this is a ride-on seat cover. So if it started pouring and you wanted to protect your seat, you can ride on this. You can put the cover on, the rain cover, and ride on top of this. At night, what I'll do is if I'm parked at a hotel or something like that, I'll put the rain cover on if I think it's going to rain, and then I'll put the bike cover over that. Just want to protect those seams so the water doesn't seep in and damage the foam that they have underneath. So that is your rain cover. I do not believe that Russell Daylong provides it as standard when you order a seat. It's an option. I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it's like $20 or something like that, but I would say it's definitely worth getting because you want to be able to protect that seat from the elements. The other option that I did pick up for this bike with the Russell Daylong seat is you do have the option so that your factory heat, if you remember that the 2018 Tour, DCT Tour has factory heat in the seat. You don't have to lose that. You can keep that as an option, and because it's factory, it still works with your controls. It still works with your control here for your driver, and it works with the control down here for your passenger. Your passenger has the heated seat, so you don't lose that functionality when you go to the Russell Daylong. So that's the 2018 seat. Two things. I bought the seat because I wanted to be comfortable because I was going long distances. The look of the seat, some people are going to like it, some people are not going to like it. So if you like the sleekness of the original Honda seat, you might not like this as an alteration. You might just want to stick with the Airhawk to help with the seat, or you might want to go with another option, another company. But I thought they did great work. They had great reviews, so I went with the seat. And actually, I think the look of the seat on the bike it's not bad at all. So I enjoyed this as a pick. And before we go though, let me take you over to the Honda Valkyrie. So here's the Honda Valkyrie, 2014 Honda Valkyrie. The Honda Valkyrie also has the Russell Daylong seat. So why did I do this on this bike? I did it on this bike because this was my very first bike, and I wasn't going like long, super long distances like I do with Goldwing, but I was traveling a little bit longer distances and I wanted the comfort. This you can really tell the difference in the styling of as opposed to the stock seat. It does, in my opinion, I like it, but it definitely doesn't look like it's a stock seat. It looks like it's aftermarket. Same thing as this seat over here, swing over here, Russell Daylong. We had same vinyl, same design, same backrest, works the same way. They're interchangeable. I can put that backrest in this one or vice versa. The only difference is this pillion seat is a little bit different. They added a little bit of padding. I did not have them rounded out. I was only concerned about the driver's seat in this one because I've never had a passenger on this one, nor did I anticipate ever putting a passenger on this. They did add some additional padding and foam just to make the aesthetic look flow better. So this is not just straight flat where that's kind of puffed up a little bit. So it has a different look to it. Again, if I, being completely honest, stock seat on the Valkyrie looks way better than the Russell Daylong, but the Russell Daylong is comfortable. So let's get to some final comments on this. Do you need to get a Russell Daylong seat? Absolutely not. You don't need the Russell Daylong seat. If you are the type of person that you can ride long distances and it doesn't bother you, you don't get the saddle soreness, then you can stick with the stock seat. Or you might be able to go with an Airhawk or some other type of modification that you don't want to have to spend the money on a Russell Daylong seat. So is it a necessity? Absolutely not a necessity. Is it worth it if you go with it? It absolutely is worth it. Not a necessity, but if you really are struggling with pain in your long distance riding or in that area, I definitely would recommend the Russell Daylong seat. So how does the process work? Well, because they use your stock seat, you take the stock seat off of your bike and you mail it to them. I believe they are located in California. You mail your seat to them, they modify it and they send it back. The best way to do it, you go online to their website. They will give you a project. You can see all the prices depending on what type of modification you want to do to your bike. You look at the prices, you look at what you want to do. I will start out by saying that it is not inexpensive. It is a decent upgrade, a decent modification to your bike. So you're going to spend a little bit if you go with the Russell Daylong seat. So, but look at the prices, see what you want to do. From that point on, they will tell you, you make an online order of what you want. You don't have to pay them any money, you don't have to do anything. They will give you a production date. The production date is the date that your seat needs to be in their shop in California. So you think about, wherever you live in the country, how long it's going to take you to mail that seat to them. And then usually it takes them a couple of weeks. And again, I'm going back a couple years ago because I've had my Daylong seat. So go online now and take a look at if you're interested in and see what the timelines are. But they'll give you a production date that they want your seat in their shop. And from that point on, it usually takes about 2 weeks for them to modify your seat. And then however long it takes to mail them back to you. For me, being on the East Coast, it was a month-long process. Knowing that, I think it's easier to do it if you live in a climate where you have a non-riding season. Ride your bike now. When it gets toward the fall and you would normally put your bike away, that's when you really want to start looking into late fall, looking into getting the modification done, because you're not going to miss your seat when it's off your bike for a month. Midsummer when you want to be riding, you don't want to be seatless on a bike because they have to use that stock seat. Also, what they do is they will have you take pictures of yourself on your bike so they get the correct riding position. So they'll have you get on your bike, take some photos of yourself, and you send that to them. That helps them with the production of the bike. You can tell them how you want, if you want to sit back an extra inch, if you wanted to move you forward, however you want to kind of make it as far as your positioning. You talk to them and they will modify that for you. When you get the seat back, I do believe, and again, I'm going back about a couple years ago, so please verify what I'm saying on their website. If after you got the seat, they would allow you to make one change. So let's say you got the seat and you sat too far back and you wanted to sit a little bit further up, or you sat too low and you wanted to be a little bit higher. You could send the seat back and they'd make that modification and they wouldn't charge you anything extra for that one modification. I do believe more than one modification, there might be a charge to it, but that's something you can check out on their website. So in conclusion, I guess you could add me to the long list of people that are perfectly satisfied with their Russell Daylong seat. I have two of them. I have a combined, maybe not a lot of miles, but between the two seats, maybe about 13,000 miles. I put on Russell Daylong seat. So I put enough miles on, I think, to know if I hated it, I would know it by now. And it's the last thing that I worry about now when I go for a long ride. I'm not worried about the comfortability. Let's try that again. I'm not worried about my butt being sore when I go on a long ride because the Russell Daylong seat has really proven itself. If you're on the fence and you're looking at it, I would say just go ahead and do it if you can afford to do it. If you got the money to do it, it's not going to break the bank. Again, if you're the type of person that's just riding around 20 miles here, 30 miles there, you're not doing long distance, you don't have any problems with any type of soreness or pain, save your money, put that modification into something else. So listen, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If I'm leaving something out, if you got questions about the RDL seat, please leave them in the comments. Again, I'm not an expert, but I've had a couple of them, so I'll try my best to answer the comments. So leave them in the comments, and I'll try to help you guys out the best I can. So I hope everybody's having a blessed day. I hope everyone's out there riding. Stay safe, and we will talk to you soon. God bless everybody.